Okay, someone is incredibly intrigued by you, and it's mostly because they can't control the outcome of your situation or a relationship that you're currently in. But I feel like this person is, their mind, their thoughts are on fire for you. There's something very passionate that they're picking up from you, and I'm telling you, it feels to me like, because your energy is that of someone who is not able to be dictated to or controlled, you have your boundaries in place. And I feel like this person, it could be a fire sign, could be a Gemini, could be a water sign, they are extremely intrigued, okay? So much so that I do feel like they're catching some strong feelings for you in some way, or just feeling some type of partnership, like yeah, I could really get into this. I'm really digging this person, you know? So there's some type of, I want to say, like alignment that they're feeling. Like, we're going to get into this and see what happens. Smash the like button and do subscribe. Personal reading link is in the description box below. And let's get into this.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
Okay, so yeah, this is what you got going on here, okay? This is what's going on. Now, you may or may not know this person. It may or may not resonate for you, so just stay with me and see how the reading plays out, right? There's definitely, with the Lovers, some type of connection here that is unspeakable. In other words, I feel like this person, whoever your person is, or this person in general, either did or currently does. They're also giving me Sagittarius energy. I feel like they're aware. They're aware that there's a match, okay? I feel like they feel the flow, they feel the mirroring, they feel the energy, but something maybe is a little different with you now, or you've just always been this way, where I feel like this person kind of likes the idea that they can't dictate or control you or the way this relationship is going to go. In other words, you kind of represent some type of a challenge here, and it's sparking something in them, okay? See the fire here in their mind? It's sparking passion. It's sparking maybe a little possessiveness, or a little like territory kind of thing, like thinking to themselves that you're theirs, and you know, there's some type of a challenge here, right? And there might even be a little bit of like, oh, well, you know, if I'm not able to dictate or control this relationship, that means that, like, they think you're keeping your options open, and that is a sense of competition. Does that make any sense to you? All right, okay, let's take a look at the Lovers. See, okay, there you go. I'm telling you, the Knight of Wands, right? So there's this tremendous, even this lusty energy, this free, they see, like, you're free. They're looking at you like you're a free agent. You're not locked down, and maybe you can't be locked down unless you choose to be, right? So it's like you have agency, and this is bringing in all this passion towards you for this person, towards you for, let me rephrase that. This is bringing all this passion from them towards you, okay? Now, maybe you guys had a breakup or something happened, and if that was the case, they see that you've actually mended very well. If that's not the case, they see you as like, oh boy, this one's going to break my heart. This one's a heartbreaker. This one's going to break my heart. I can just feel it with this Three of Swords. A little bit of a challenge here. What am I getting into? But it's like, you know, this is one of these people that, you know, they can't not touch the fire. You know, like, you've got some kind of fire here, and they can't not touch that flame. Even though they know they could get burned, I feel like that's not going to stop them. It's just this challenge of, you know, I don't know what you're doing, or, like, you know, what your energy naturally is, but if you were extremely emotional, or if you were needy, or if you were feeling insecure, they're not seeing that. So you must have changed something up or switched something around for yourself here. Okay, we do have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, and this is being very steady, okay, very logical, being resourceful, being objective. This is being more sensual than emotional, all right? So, you know, this is an energy also of like not showing your cards in some way, okay? And maybe just sitting back and observing. And I feel like that's what they're seeing. That's how they're viewing you. And you know what? I feel like that's kind of how they are. And that's why they're feeling this, oh, this is my person, okay? I feel like that's kind of the energy that they have. And it's not like boring. It's a challenge because I feel like this person here is not interested in someone who will give them everything they want, will tell them every single thing that's in their heart and head. They want the mystery. They want the ability to pursue and chase in some way. And they're very intrigued here by you being that way. You being like, I'm not telling you everything. You don't need to do it. You don't need to. It'll come out when it comes out. Don't ask too many questions. I'll reveal when I'm ready to reveal things. I'll say what I need to say when it's necessary to say it. How do I feel about you? Am I interested? Am I in love? What am I looking for? Am I looking for marriage, long-term commitment? I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. That's kind of a very nonchalant sort of attitude that they're picking up from you. And if you haven't possessed that energy yet, that would be a good start for you. That would be a good start if you're looking to attract someone into your life. If you're not looking to chase, you're looking to attract. You know, kind of feel like the best way to catch a fish is you can't make a lot of noise, or they run away, right? Or they swim away. Fish swim away. You got to be very still and very quiet. So if you're doing that, good for you, because I feel like you're drawing somebody to you. If you're not, and you're going to start doing that, then you will be drawing someone to you for sure. Okay, so there's the sun, right? This is good. This is like a positive outcome. I feel like for you, perhaps there's also a Leo connection here, but this is like happiness, joy, and success. You know, this is warmth. This feels like freedom. I'm picking up some type of freedom energy, free agent. I guess, what is this? Like a free agent kind of thing? I don't know. Are you, maybe you're that free to rest, free to recuperate, free to retreat. It's like, there's something here going on with you where you are just, I just feel like you're good. I'm just hearing like you're not, so I'm not picking up anything, and I don't think this person either is seeing any kind of restless or anxious energy with you at all. I'm not, that's not what they're seeing. They're seeing someone who is happy to dance, happy to just enjoy life, and relaxed and calm and well rested. So there's no anxiety here. There's no struggle. And I feel like they're very much attracted to that. And there's something here, even if you have internal anything like self-esteem issues, or you have some internal things you're working on, it's fine. They don't view you as someone who, I feel like they view you that you are keeping that to yourself. You're working on that kind of thing in private. You're not out there telling the whole world. You're not being very contradictory. They're seeing a solid kind of energy about you, and that's making them extremely attracted to you. But at the same time, they're intrigued by the fact that you're forging your own path and that you're not doing what anyone else says. And even them, they're intrigued by the fact that they can't control you or the dynamic of what they want or what you're currently in. Okay? So that, I feel like that's pretty good in a lot of ways. I feel like it's kind of good. Okay? So I'm going to post an extended reading to this to see what the energy is and how things will go in the future for you. So if you're going to be interested in that, if you think you might want to purchase that reading, there will be a link in the description box below, but we're going to continue your reading here, okay? And see what else shows up for you and your person. or if this is somebody new for you, which it very well could be. Oh my gosh. Page of Cups. Yes, this is sweet communication and messages coming towards you. I feel like somebody's going to tell you that they love you, or they're in love with you, or they're really loving your energy. Okay? And loving the way you move. Look at the heart. I love it. The hand hearts. You see? Can you see it? I love this. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of this. For some of you, this is a new love situation. Okay? But I feel like because you're kind of standing still, I feel like you're not really showing any emotion, and that's going to cause them to want to open up and show their emotion to you. And there you go. There'll be some type of text, call. Look, 8 of Wands. Oh my God. It's going to go really fast. There's going to be a lot of communication coming from this person. Cupid's arrows. They're really going to spill how they feel about you because you're not spilling how you feel. You're keeping that, like I said, you've got the 4 of Swords. You're keeping that like within. You're dealing with whatever. Even if you're having this 8 of Swords moment, say one day out of this week, or you feel restricted or isolated. Like I feel like you're self-soothing. You're working through your stuff yourself, or with a trusted friend. You're not bringing any drama to any kind of relationship. And that creates a sense of peace, okay, and joy. Right? And they become very attracted to this. And that's when I feel like sometime this month in June, you're going to get some type of texts or calls. It's going to it'll start slow, but then it's just going to be boom, 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 one after another. It's going to, the momentum will keep building and keep going, the communication. And if you're that person who's listening to this and you're like, I just want to know how they feel, they're going to tell you. It's going to come out. Because you're not asking, you're just kind of hands off and maybe saying, or if you haven't done this, you could do this. Reassure yourself. When they want to tell me how they feel, they'll tell me when they're ready to tell me. I don't have to, if I have to pry it out of them, that's not good, right? So I feel like because you're not going to try to pry it out of them, they're going to come forward. I'm telling you. I feel like this person already feels this connection to a deep level with you. But something is happening this month where you're coming across very differently to them, and there's a lot of movement. I can tell you that there'll be a lot of movement. Well, I'm seeing a lot of movement here in the reading, right? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of communication coming from them, and a change. This is going to be like completely different type of energy from them, a change in how they behave, right? So Queen of Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay. And yeah, the Tower, it's like boom, unfreaking expected. This is totally unexpected coming from this person, right? Scorpio energy there as well. My goodness. 8 of Cups, right? Wow, just so it kind of feels like that's what I'm saying. They might even be under the impression to some maybe little degree that your lack of your ability to stay in your stance and secure could be giving a message or sending. They could be interpreting it as you're walking away or you're leaving. Okay, with the 8 that you're withdrawing, that you're moving on. And I feel like it's more like they don't know for sure if you have or if you will or if you are. They can't really confirm it because they're not getting any signals from you what you're doing, so to speak. So that's why they start amping it up, I feel. Not just this week, it'll start this week, but this month. I feel like they're going to be amping up, sharing how they feel, because maybe you are walking away. For some of you, you might just be like, I'm disconnecting emotionally from this. I'm withdrawing emotionally. I'm abandoning the situation emotionally, where I'm just not engaging on that level with someone who can't or refuses or doesn't feel comfortable sharing their feelings. I'm just taking my hands off the wheel is what I feel like you're doing, and that's causing this opposite direction and them coming toward you in this opposite direction. All right. You also have the King of Cups and the High Priestess. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is like secrets. I feel like this person sees you holding back. and they want to know, you know. I feel like the high priestess, I'm getting like you're giving off mystery energy, and they don't know how you feel about them. They don't know if you're interested. They know how they feel about you, and their feelings are beginning to come up. Okay. But there's a little bit of, they feel a little clouded, and they're trying to intuit even how you feel before they start coming towards you to share. You know, then it's not even so much about how you feel. It's more so about they want to tell you that they love you, or that they need to be with you, or want to be with you, or just want to be in your energy and your presence, and, you know, spend time with you in some way. I mean, it's really like a different kind of thing happening here, I feel, for some of you. For others of you, this is just how you are. You just that way, and you've got somebody new showing up here who's just incredibly intrigued by, you know, what they can't control. Somebody might call another person, like say my pet. Okay, somebody could be getting a new pet or giving a pet to someone. I don't know what the heck pets. I feel like it's more so like a, you know, like a nickname, like a pet name, I want to say. Manifest, telling the universe exactly what you want. This is really good. If this is the place that you're at in your life right now, it's really important to, you know, manifest the things that you want. Be specific with it. Okay? Pay attention to the red flags in the reverse, which means to me, there's no red flags here. I'm not getting any red flags in this reading. Now, you know, of course, who your person is, whoever this really resonates to you for. So if you already have red flags with that person, pay attention to them, but pay attention to your own. You might have your own red flags as well. I will say that you're not giving off any red flags at all. Maybe you were before, but you're not now. You're not now, okay? If you were codependent, codependency in reverse. There's no addiction affecting a romantic relationship here. And I feel like it's like if you had a codependency or a clinginess vibe going, that's disappearing, or they're not seeing it, okay? So I hope you're being real with that, not being fake with it, because it's really hard to keep that going for a short amount of time. You know, keeping up a facade or a mask is very difficult to do long term. You got to take that mask off sometimes to breathe. So, you know, if that's you and you're like, well, I'm trying to be better, that's not putting on a mask. That's just you working on your growth. And that's fantastic. And you should keep doing that, you know. So I just get really good feelings about what's showing up here for you and this person. And I like the fact that, okay, for some of you, this is a past life connection. But I like the fact that you are kind of showing up in like a very secure, just, it's more so turning inward and being a bit more selfish and taking care of yourself first and not managing anybody else's feelings or emotions. And yes, coming into balance here. You might have been somebody, if you were with this person before, where you were the one who was giving too much in the relationship. Well, now maybe you're finding balance here, you know, kind of like energy matching, not giving more, not giving less, just enough, but not sacrificing yourself or the relationship or with anyone to make someone else come into alignment with you. Like, it is what it is. Either they're in alignment with you or they're not, right? And so you just keep doing you, right? So you have camera. Somebody's reminiscing, wants to make memories, has learned from the past, has increased perception, right? This is a little bit of a zoom in energy. Someone is zooming in on you here, okay? And really like paying attention to the moves that you're making. All right, you've got coffin, so there's new beginnings. Something is over. There's a rebirth, there's a liberation. Like I said, there was freedom, but there's something is over and something new is beginning. So I feel like either it's a relationship that ended and there's a new start, either to the relationship or with somebody else. It could go either way. Depends how you resonate with this. But there's a sense of transformation. And it's all over. It's in this connection. It's within you. It's within them. You'll see it within them as well. I feel like you're cutting ties, so to speak, or you've cut ties and you're focusing on you now, doing what's best for you. Okay? And I feel like that's a really, really, really good place to be, because that's honoring your code. It's honoring yourself. It's saying, you know what? I can give to the relationship, but I can save some for myself, right? So let's see what the Chinese sign is here. All right, year of the rat. This could be you or your person. Year of the rooster, year of the dragon, year of the snake, year of the horse, year of the ox, year of the tiger, and year of the goat, okay? All right. All right. Signs showing up here: Capricorn, Leo. So somebody's birthday is on the 6th. We have 2 6s here actually, and a 9. We have 1996 or 1969. We have the letter P. Okay, someone's initials P, maybe JP or PJ. The letter J, the letter G, the letter N, or NG. Could be somebody's last name, NG. We also have a Libra. And Capricorn is here again. Let me get a few more signs. Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn twice. Big Capricorn energy here. Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. So someone's birthday is on the 7th. We also have the 4th. Someone's birthday is on the 20th. This 26th, 27th, 24th, 29th. The 11th and the 1st. Oh, some of you might be seeing 111 or 1111 sequence numbers. That might be showing up a lot at this time. And the 4th again. We also have ages 44, 41, 47, 46, 49. They're also giving me 1974, 79, 76, 71, 94, okay, 66, 67, 64. Okay, so that might resonate for you. It may or may not. Take what fits, leave the rest. Don't forget, there will be an extended reading after this. Or if you just want to cut out of the video and go right over and click the extended, it's right in the description box below. That way you can see how things will turn out between you and your person. All right, let's see what your charms are here. Okay, so you have a strawberry. So there's some kind of connection to a strawberry or strawberries. It could be a nickname or someone's favorite fruit, or maybe you're eating a strawberry or strawberry flavor or something right now. Also, a turtle. This looks more like a sea turtle, but I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. One's bigger, one's little, right? There's definitely an energy connection to turtles or a turtle. Also, you have the infinity symbol, right? So what comes around goes around. This might be karma for some, but there's a connection to the infinity symbol. A lot of people have infinity tattoo symbols, right? So that could be you. I'm also picking up Leo and Gemini, strong, okay? And then there's also a connection to music, and this feels like either R&B or blues, or maybe some Motown type of music. Connection to that. All right, you guys, short and sweet message. Do go over to the extended, like I said. If you want to get a personal reading with me, all of my readings are discounted very much right now during these inflation times. So there's also a link in the description box. Click that link and that will take you to my booking site. You can book text messages, regular calls, it's all there. So definitely go check that out. I hope you guys have a fantastic June, and I will see you back here soon.
I just can't
Bye.
let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with